Oh, yo, y'all brave. Oh!
This is what it looks
Oh! No! Oh my god, you bit my head! What up, everybody? I'm back with another reaction video. I thought my first video back for the year 2024, I figured I'd do a different type of video I'd be reacting to, which would be from Casual Geographic. Love this guy's channel. I've been watching a lot of his stuff. You know, and I've learned a lot about animals through his channel. So I thought for the beginning of 2024, I'd react to one of his videos. And yeah, and this one we'll be reacting to From Cub to King, a lion survival guide featuring Tierzoo, which is another fun animal channel. So without further ado, let's get right into it. How on earth is this person even holding that thing?
Holy cow, Cindy.
No, holy lion. Oh my goodness. It's right there. Yeah, just back up. Oh. Yo, y'all brave. Oh!
that time.
Yo! Oh my god, I'm sorry for pausing, but that was wild, literally. No pun intended.
It's that time. It's that season. It's
Wow.
a season that gives you a reason. Hands freezing as you put the keys in, then you put the please in and get to pleasing. Mary
What?
feels and us like Jordan Peele's and want to rid the world of evil, free sin, put the hate of the world on leave, no treat things. Yeah, I lost the bet. Sorry y'all had to hear it. It's the season of giving.
I
And
lost
who's
the
better
bet?
to give to than the less fortunate. Which is why if you're watching this and have thumbs, this video's not for you. There's only like 20,000 something lions left in the world. For reference, the elephant empire is over 400,000 strong. So this is a comprehensive Cub to King guide on how to be a lion for lions. Obviously. Little disclaimer though, when I was researching, I found this guy stole my idea. By coming up with it and posting it first. Nah, but seriously, he's done this exact concept but with other animals. Actually,
How to polar bear, how to chimp, how to shoe bill.
watch this polar bear video. It's pretty good. Y'all should go check it out. But
Okay.
yeah, here's how to survive the horrifically traumatizing life of a lion. And if you're not
Traumatizing?
a lion, respectfully get your Homo sapien hind parts out of here. It ain't always about you. Your story, like every other, begins at birth. I hope you enjoyed it, because that is the last time you'll ever know peace. This part is strictly luck, pure RNG.
Wow.
As a lion fresh out, you're born both blind and deaf, Stevie wondering about the world around
Stevie
you. So
wondering.
unlike hyena cubs who are born ready for smoke, you're as helpless gets. You can't even
Wait,
run
who's-
until you're a month young. You're so defenseless.
Okay,
that
I realize I might not be able to talk too much over it because I'll be missing what he's saying. What did he say? Who was born for smoke? What? Hold on. Okay, I will try my best to not rewind as much.
last time you'll ever know peace. This part is strictly luck, pure RNG. As a lion fresh out, you're born both blind and deaf, Stevie wondering about the world around you. So unlike hyena cubs who are born ready for smoke, you're as helpless gets. You can't even run until you're a month young. You're so defenseless that your mother has to take maternity leave away from the pride just to give birth. And that's because cubs have a 50% chance of survival.
50?
In the first year. That shrinks to about 20% by year 2, and in the end, only 12.5% of lion cubs born get to the adult stage.
12%?
Let's become footnotes on a history page. As a cub, there's about 1,000 ways to meet Mufasa. Anything from eagles to wild dogs to the ops of Lion King can revoke your subscription to existing. Your mother will do her best by alternating hiding spots, but if they catch you while she's out grocery shopping, it's curtains. There's also the chance megafauna like elephants and buffalo decide to invest in their future by canceling yours.
Invest in their future. No, step on.
Disease can be a major roadblock to your pursuit of happiness.
I was gonna
step the biggest threat to your way of life, other lions.
Oh
Lion
no.
cubs born get murked by their own kind, and you
y'all gotta
already know the most common example. When a new male takes over a pride, one of the first orders of business is to put any genetic remnant of the past on a t-shirt. Getting a stepfather means getting a step closer to an early grave.
A step closer.
And while there's nothing you can do, some lionesses will resort to mating with as many males as physically possible.
What?
Having a mom more ran through than a yellow light on a freeway means she can commit paternity fraud. And the more males that think they're the father, the farther you have a chance of going in life. But it's not just the guys you have to worry about. Love can be conditional, and lionesses have been known to abandon sick cubs or even a healthy one if it's the last one left in the litter so that she can start over. That's right, you can get the death penalty for the crime of being an only child, and having a lot of siblings can be a desentient sentence too. Lionesses can have litters anywhere from 2 to 6, but only have 4 teats. I think you can see the problem here. Now, if you're lucky, you're born into a pride where the females sync their reproductive cycles like Bluetooth, meaning you can suckle whatever auntie or cousin's closest to you. Big pause on that. If you're not lucky, either lay down the law with your siblings or starve. So even though you'll need the grace of RNGesus to see your first birthday, I do have some tips for you. Play as much as you can and get good at it. Rest assured, everything you learned while playing will 100% come back later in life. Stay close to your mom. You're basically going to want to be her shadow, especially once she reintegrates back into the pride after a couple months. The other females might tolerate you, but the young teenagers play rough and can seriously rock your if your mom's not watching.
Okay.
Speaking of which, if you can survive all that for the first 9 months or so, congrats, you've officially made it to the awkward teen phase, or as I like to call it, the f around and find out phase. Because that's essentially all you're going to be doing. This is the phase where you're going to feel tempted to explore the world. So here are some tips so curiosity doesn't add you to its body count. This might look like nature's massage ball, but the porcupine has about 30,000 ways it can discipline the youth. Adults are usually smart enough not to bother, but it's often the cubs not minding their business that get wounded. Those quills have sharp barbs that expand and push deeper into the skin until they eventually hit something important. It's a high-risk, low-reward situation, not even worth it. Testing a black mamba is worth even less. Even though the snakes naturally shy and would rather run away than run a fade, they can and will strike, and there'll be one less lion in the world if that happens. Megafauna like elephants and rhinos are the two heaviest things walking the earth.
Please don't step on that thing.
To, but you might not live long enough to find out twice. But it's actually the third heaviest that might as well be the mascot of F around and find out. The hippopotamus might look like an obese, boneless rhino to play tag with, but believe me, hippos are a problem nobody wants to have. Again, adults normally know better than to press a fully grown homicidal war pig, but you'll often see a lot of...
It was because of this channel, Casual Geographic taught me how dangerous hippos can be. I had no idea. I did not think hippos were this like crazy until I watched this guy's Casual Geographic. I learned so much about not rhinos, hippos. Blew my mind how dangerous they are.
Your older, more experienced siblings test them. That is effing around, and this is what it looks
like. Oh no!
Hippos
oh my God! You bit my head
in the water. So you're gonna want to avoid the river banks around dawn, since that's when the assault horse comes home. As a cub, if there's one animal you want a social distance from, it's definitely this one right here.
Really?
Because not only do buffalo travel in herds of hundreds, they actively seek revenge, and you might not have done anything to them, but this bull...
They hold grudges!
Love Death will trample you into a chalk outline if they get the chance, and you can end up
getting running away
for hours by the whole herd.
He's running away from the buffalo!
Lion cubs just like you to snuff. You can spin the block later, but for now, beef is not a regular part.
I mean, I guess it makes sense because these things are born with literal, like... daggers, not that they have giant board swords coming out of their heads. Of course, yeah, lions wouldn't want to mess around with that unless they're smart about it and then get them the jugular or whatever in the neck. Wow, I didn't even think about buffalo like that, man. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. That's insane.
Part of your diet, and it's something you want no parts of. Now that you're getting old enough, you'll probably be getting invited on hunts with the pride. But slow your roll, Simba. First, you'll start off watching from a safe distance. At about 15 to 16 months, you should be able to participate. But hunting ain't without its risks, so here's even more tips. Tip 1. Stick to your weight class. Build your confidence by going for smaller, weaker prey.
Like rabbits.
EDP. Tip 2. Learn from watching. Learning how to hunt ain't a one and done thing, and I can show you a graveyard full of cubs that thought otherwise. Tip 3. It's better to be late than early. You're probably going to be super excited for your first hunt. It'll have you laying out your clothes on the bed the night before. But the worst thing you can do is break formation early. Never break formation. Hunt and send everybody home hungry. You can go from full-time standing to part-time in the Air Force.
What?
As you get older, you'll start exploring the boundaries of your family's territory. But just keep in mind that terrain can be just as dangerous. Trees are a good time, but keep in mind, as a lion, you're not a natural tree climber. It's not that you can't get up there, it's the getting down part that lions struggle with. And the bigger and heavier you are, the higher your chances of falling and dislocating something. Some cubs wait until they get stuck in a tree to find out. Don't be that guy. Also, as a lion, don't cross a river unless you have absolutely no other choice. It's not because you can't swim, but because of what you might be sharing the water with. And if you
my God!
Hippo, joke's on you. They don't even swim. They full send sprint underwater. But all that aside, this is actually the safest time in your life because at the end of the day, at least you still have the pride to fall back on. Enjoy it, because the hardest road is still in front of you.
Yeah, real talk. I had no idea lions had this hard in the wild. That's crazy. I did not know that.
There comes a day in every future Lion King's life that'll absolutely break your heart. The day you get evicted from your pride. There's new cubs to feed, and there's just not enough to go around for you to stay home. Plus, staying would mean double dipping your DNA the royal way. So one day you'll wake up and you'll no longer be welcome. At this point, you're 2 to 3 years old with all the tools to survive. But it'll be the first time you've ever been alone in a world that preys on the weak and isolated. It's a rite of passage every male must go through, and I'm here to help you through it. First, prepare to walk a lot. Male lions starting out can travel hundreds of kilometers away from their birth pride looking for their own place. And as a bachelor with no land, the only place you can live is on the outskirts or the dead space between established territories. That's because trespassing's a crime punishable by soul divorce. And you might look like a legal adult, but there ain't enough hair on your mane to square up with a property owner. Yet. To avoid confrontation, pro tip, learn to listen to the sound of roaring in the distance. Roaring is how prides mark their territory, and as a newbie, you'll learn to walk in the opposite direction of it. But rival Leos ain't your only worry. You're not the only predator on the plains, and knowing how you match up with the others is essential. But lucky for you, I brought the
hyenas are trying to square up
just that.
So, now that you've leveled up and unlocked the nomadic questline, it's important to understand how the lion build matches up against all the other predator builds in the African meta.
So we got hyenas, jaguars, I assume. Jaguars, which are, oh my gosh, jaguars. I don't know if that's a leopard or a jaguar, I can't tell. But jaguars are no joke either. I think they have the craziest bite. I think they have the strongest bite of any cat per size of the body or something like that. I think they have the craziest bite. That's what I heard. Orangutans, baboons, and cheetahs. Didn't know cheetahs was a threat to them too. So let's see.
In meta, knowing the limits of your abilities is crucial in this game.
Oh!
Most important of which
we
is
got
to bear in mind that the lion's bite force is actually one of the weakest among hypercarnivorous apes.
Lions bite force are one of the weakest? Are you serious? What? I did not know that. I did not know lions. Okay, tell me that again. I'm sorry. What? The king of the jungle has one of the weakest bite forces? That's crazy to me.
In this game stage.
That's crazy. That Impala juked that lioness, bro, busted her kneecaps, bro, bust her ankles.
Most important of which is to bear in mind that the lion's bite force is actually one of the.
I love that about Tierzoo. It actually shows like the life bar, just ticking away. It's very video game like. I gotta check out his videos too, man.
Weakest among hypercarnivorous apex predators.
Wow, I didn't know that.
This means lions need to rely on kills.
Oh my god!
Super important. While there's very little that can threaten an entire pride of lions, now that you've struck out on your own, you'll need to be a bit more careful with which fights you engage with. Lions have extremely dominant matchups against some builds.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got distracted by the crazy
hypercarnivorous apex predators.
Yeah.
This means lions need to rely on critical hits to score kills.
Oh.
Meaning that matchup knowledge is super important.
While
there's very little that can.
So matchup knowledge and critical hits off the jump is how lions should survive. Okay.
An entire pride of lions. Now that you've struck out on your own, you'll need to be a bit more careful with which fights you engage with. Lions have extremely dominant matchups against some builds, but will struggle in others. Let's delve into the lion matchup chart. Cheetahs are extremely fast and not worth expending the energy to chase down. However, they're of basically zero threat to you in combat, as they have dull, non-retractable claws and a weak bite.
Did that one guy just say talk to the hand because the face don't care and the cheetah just stopped and played? What?
Zero threat to you in combat.
That's another thing about this channel, Casual Geographic. Casual Geographic literally ruined the hype I had for cheetahs. You ruined it for me, Casual Geographic. I just want to let you know. I don't know your actual name, but I'm gonna just call you Casual Geographic. You ruined cheetahs for me. I'm letting you know. And I say ruined, but I'm glad. I learned so much about cheetahs. I did not know that they were like they're not that cold. Apparently, like they're just really fast. But yeah, I had this like image in my mind especially when I was younger, that cheetahs were like the craziest cats, but they're just really fast. So they're not. I mean, they're not as threatening as like tigers or lions or leopards. They're like bottom tier, I guess, of the cat family.
As they have dull, non-retractable claws and a weak bite.
Wow.
In fact, they're so frail that they'll rarely put up a fight defending their own kills.
Yeah, I did not know that.
This is a highly exploitable weakness that you can use to score free XP. They're most active in the mornings and evenings, so be on the lookout for them to see if you can spot an easy mark. Leopards are the largest feeding predator in the African server, other than your fellow lion players.
Oh, leopard's the second
However,
largest?
because they're solitary and slightly weaker than a lion,
got him.
it's unlikely that they'd ever challenge you to a fight.
He
They're better
really wasn't
climbers
him.
than lions and will usually drag their kills up a tree to make them harder to steal.
Yeah, it would make sense because these guys literally just grab. They're so strong. They literally just grab an impala or a big old deer-looking thing and then drag up a tree. I can't even climb a tree myself, but these guys, they're holding something in their mouth that's at least 100 pounds, and then they're climbing a tree. That's crazy.
But if the opportunity arises,
what?
they can still be worth bullying.
Oh, it got a cheetah up
Baboons are
there?
Perhaps one of the most often underestimated builds in the African meta. They're surprisingly powerful.
Wait, what's it called?
Underestimated builds in the bullying. Baboons are perhaps one of the
GG easy.
Baboons are perhaps one
Oh,
of the most
baboons. Okay, I was
often
right. I was with them.
underestimated builds in the African meta.
Yeah, I don't know
They're
what
surprisingly
thing.
powerful, with wicked canine teeth and a bite force nearly as strong as lions.
Oh,
Individually,
that,
they
oh,
don't
oh,
really
he's
have
dead.
enough HP
Want
to
to
be
call
able
it a
to
draw?
outlast
Fine,
a
let's
lion in a
finish
fight.
this.
But baboons just about always roll in large groups, so it can be quite dangerous engaging in battle with any of them. Baboons just about always
So I missed what he said.
nearly as strong as a lion's.
What?
Nearly as strong as a lion's.
Baboon's bite exerts 550 psi and it's almost as strong as a lion's. Wow.
Individually, they don't really have enough HP to be able to outlast a lion in a fight, but baboons just about always roll in large groups.
So they're the mafia. They're the mafia of the jungle. Got it. Okay.
So it can be
Look at
quite
this. At least like 50. Wow, that's crazy.
dangerous engaging in battle with any of them. In addition to being dangerous in and of themselves, baboons can be an absolutely massive problem for any predator
He
player
just
looking
grabbed
to
it.
score a meal.
He
They
just
will
grabbed it
alert
all. He's just
herbivore
like, oh.
players to your presence, thwarting any hunting attempt they witness.
If you stay,
That
I'm
is, unless you can make the baboons your allies instead. Herbivore players trust baboons for their vigilance, but if you can cut a deal
Whoa.
with them, they may deliberately fail
Need
to
to
sound
do
the
it. I'll
alarm,
throw the next
so
next
long as
game.
they have assurance that they
I'll
won't be the
throw my
ones
next.
attacked.
As long as you carry me to silver. I'll throw my next ranked game as long as you carry me to silver. What?
Better for them if the local apex predators have full bellies. Hyenas are another example of a build that
Oh!
can easily handle one-on-one, but because hyenas also tend to form large packs,
Where did
a
that
lone
come
lion
from?
needs to be really careful when trying to steal a kill.
Oh!
In fact,
Well, I
it's
can
not
hold.
uncommon for hyenas to steal a kill from a lone lion. Hyenas have extremely powerful jaws that can inflict serious bleed damage, so lions can't risk tanking too many attacks from a pack of hyenas.
Oh my god.
Now that we've gone over matchups, let's talk about how to get the F word you've probably been waiting for. Food. Oh, you thought I meant, yeah, hit the brakes, young bull. Priorities. Food is the most important resource as a nomad, and knowing how to get it without also getting slapstick to death is vital. A misconception is that male lions don't hunt. You can, and you're just as good as the girls, you just gotta know your game. Your big frame and poor stamina means you are strictly an ambush hunter. This strat's pretty simple. Stalk your quarry from tall, dense shrubs until you're close enough to close the gap. Then use brute strength to overpower them, and then congrats, you have just
Achievement unlocked.
You'll want to build your confidence with low risks like gazelle or kudu. If you want pork products, try warthogs, because ain't no Hakuna Matata when you can be dead in the manana. Soon you'll graduate to zebras or young hippos. Eventually you'll have all the tools to take down a buffalo, and I'm gonna just say this right now. A huge part of your success as a lion depends on your ability to murk 1,000 pounds of meat and muscle. A steady diet of buffalo can take you from a scrawny underling to an absolute motherfucking unit. The motherfucking is silent. There was a pride of lions just like you in the Okavango Delta that were buffalo specialists, and yeah, call them Rose from Titanic, cause they—
Look at how. Yo! Them dudes are hitting the gym in the jungle. Y'all see that? Oh my god. Oh yeah, so dude digivolved into Leomon. Like, look at this. Look at the muscle. Look at the vascularity, man. That's how you gotta be. That's how you go end up when you're fighting for survival out here, man, on these streets.
Absolute motherfucking unit. The motherfucking is silent. There was a pride of lions just like you in the Okavango Delta that were buffalo specialists, and yeah, call them Rose from—
Look at these. Look at this all natural, but looking yoked and roided out lioness. Look at this. That looks like a tricep right here. The tricep muscle that's got a whole lobster claw in there. And look at oh my goodness, the legs, the lats. This is crazy, bro.
Titanic, cause they got—
and they got the vascularity again up in here. Yo, these lions are no joke.
jacked. Bulking on buffalo is like Mario downing a mushroom, and the sooner you can add a walking meat locker to your meal prep, the better.
Oh, right in the jugular.
You're gonna find yourself lacking a will to live.
Come on. Casual Geographic always has these little things hanging out, like these captions I try to catch. What does it say? Oh.
You're gonna find yourself lacking a will to
Come down, little bro. Yo, that's another thing, yo. People be jumping everybody in the jungle, man. Jungle jumped. That's what they should call it.
live.
We're not gonna jump
Because
you.
you're an ambush hunter, you're gonna want to find an area with a lot of vegetation and avoid open areas with no cover.
So you're
You're
not
also
saying
gonna
duck.
have the best results hunting in the dark, thanks to your absolutely broken night vision. Also, going all out in the dead heat can cause your systems to factory reset. Because the main might be a flex, but it's not a fan. But also,
Oh my gosh! What they? Look at heat stroke. What is that? What's happening to it?
cause your systems to factory absolutely broken night vision.
So it's got crazy night vision, like so it's effective at night. But I guess the heat from all that fur is gonna like kill that thing.
Also, going all out in the dead heat can cause your systems to factory reset. Because the main might be a flex, but it's not a fan. But also remember, hunting's hard, and you can expect a success rate of about 15% when you're first starting, and up to like 23 once you have experience. And
Yo, that deer thing broke his ankles, man. Broke his ankles hard.
anything just under 40% basically makes you the Steph Curry of carnivores. So you're gonna have to get your
It's cutting season anyway.
attempts up. Shoot or shoot. But there's another easy way to make a living.
Oh, tug of
Criminal
war.
activity, specifically stealing. There's no court in the wild, and up to 12% of your diet can be stolen from other predators, and that number can rise to nearly 50 in some places. 2 lion life hacks for making a steal. Number 1, watch out for vultures in the sky descending, as that can indicate a fresh kill. And number 2, listen to the sound of hyenas arguing. It's usually over food, and despite what you've probably been taught in lion school, you steal more from them than they pinch food
Just make sure you don't get to a
from you. Also, African wild dogs have the highest hunting success rate of any predator out here.
Really?
But to you, they're also glorified greyhounds, and any kill they make is free real estate. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, this will likely be the worst time of your life. You're alone, always hungry, and there's always a chance a bigger lion comes in and turns you into a rug. Unless
What?
you're able to convince males from your pride, brothers, half-brothers, cousins, whoever, to join you so you can form a coalition.
Yo, there's nothing worse than just straight up, species on species crime. You know what I mean? Like, yo, lions, y'all gotta stick together, man. I know there's this whole pride thing and the pack, the rules, the commandments of the pack or whatever. We all didn't he say in the beginning that y'all was on the decline when it comes to how many of y'all that exist in the world? Come on now, y'all gotta stick together, man. Come on, bro. Be the pack. Be the jungle leaders. Be the jungle kings, bro. Stop killing each other.
These group of guys are going to be the most important relationships you ever make. And real talk, y'all don't even have to be related. As a group, you instantly go from struggling solitary predator to a perpetual powerhouse. It's like Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman on the same team, except now it's the Bulls that get spanked. These are important bonds that can last your entire life. And there's no better way to let your brother know you appreciate him than with a good old friendly forehead rubbing.
Oh, that's cute.
Y'all are adorable. Your coalition can have 3, 4, hell, up to 6 members on the team, and
Just make a
together,
faction.
anything's possible. The Mapoho Coalition was a squad of 6 that flexed over 260 square miles of territory,
Jeez.
murked over 100 lions in their time,
Oh.
and likely got it on more than Genghis Khan. The Mapohos are a story for another
This
time, but
guy
you
with
don't
the
need
lines.
a team of 6. Sometimes all you really need is just one ride or die. And after a couple years of learning and growing together, now we can get to the fun part. At this point, you're seasoned by life at the ripe old age of 5. And once your mane's
5.
thick enough and your balls swing low enough, you and your mans can take on another top male in a fight for the right to his territory. You can either run his fade directly, or arrive and post up in his territory waiting for smoke like Thanos. The battle is brutal and bloody, and if you lose, it's back to square one, with a couple of scars to take with you. But if you win, you've just earned your first territory, and all the lionesses in it. First thing on the agenda is to drain the gene pool by life retiring the cubs. And if you think that's
Yo.
OP, just remember, it easily could have been you. And even
That's
though you're
true.
part of a coalition, it's a dominant male that gets the most opportunities to mate. And since lions can get it on hundreds of times a day, prepare to lay more pipe than a plumber. But since no one man can handle that much lioness, even if you're second or third in command, rest assured, you will get your chance. Before you know it, you'll have cubs of your
Let me
own,
get
and
these
congrats,
pictures.
you have officially become a lion king. Wear your mane with pride. You've earned it. And remember, the darker the mane, the more attractive you are. It seems all good, but now you got responsibilities. As king, your job is to protect your family and territory, and usually that means patrolling the area and leaving your mark. but once in a while it'll mean letting your paws fly. It's also on you to protect your food supply.
Dude.
Lionesses can lose up to 20% of kills to hyenas and an additional 17% to scavenging males, so don't be shy to lay down the law. Speaking of hunting, you'll really only be a factor less than 5% of the time, and by then, your main role will be the subduer.
Yeah, that
prey
bull
finisher,
is
the one
gone.
that comes in to outmuscle large prey. Here's how to boost your pride's hunting stats. Always make sure to leave an area after a successful hunt to give their survivors time to let their guard down, and yeah, that is something lions actually do. Thunderstorms are the best possible time to strike, since your prey will have virtually no way of seeing you coming. For the same reason, full moons are the worst for catching prey off guard, so you might as well have everyone take that night off. Sleep well, because it's something you'll do for up to 20 hours a day, sometimes 24 after a big meal.
Wow.
Rest easy, because one day you'll need it. Every empire comes to an end, and one day the sun will set on yours too. What they don't tell you is where lionesses have a life expectancy of 15, 16 years,
right,
males only really get 8 to 10. What they don't tell you is very few lions die of old age, and it is never peaceful. And whether it's in a bad hunting accident,
he's getting stabbed.
You finally losing the fight, therefore your pride, or even that same pride turning on you, one day you'll join all the great kings of the past in the stars. It's a tough pill to swallow, but nothing worth having is easy to keep. One day your reign will end, but for now, you sit at the throne of the Lion King.
Alright.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I definitely took a lot of pride in this one, and I swear that wasn't a pun. You probably already know that I have a book out, but I'm also selling calendars where each day is a way an animal can have you kissing dirt indefinitely. It'll be in the description if you want to check it out.
Okay.
But yeah, drink water, hug your loved. Huge shout out to Tierzoo for being in this video, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.
Stark, we need a plan of attack. I have a plan. Attack.
What is that? That dude's gonna melt. That dude is gonna melt. Thanks for watching. No problem, buddy. Wow. Yeah. Well done, Casual Geographic. You've made another banger. This channel and Tierzoo and there's another one, Animal Logic. Those are like my Discovery channels of my adult life that I could watch on YouTube. Because back when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of Discovery Channel. So now, you know, this is the next generation of it, where YouTubers make these kind of things, and it's really cool. I learned a lot, and boy, I learned a lot from this video. The lions, I didn't know lions had that bad, to be honest, because you know they say king of the jungle, this and that. Even though they're not the strongest cats, tigers are stronger and bigger apparently. But yeah, I didn't know they were so nomadic. That was one thing I did not see coming with lions, because you always hear about lions in the pack, right? But you know, they also have a very nomadic lifestyle where they can get kicked out of their pack and this and that, have to survive on their own and all this stuff. I did not know about that. I also didn't know that the bite force wasn't that strong. They're more of an ambush hunter type deal with the lions. So that was a very educational video. Good job once again to Casual Geographic and Tierzoo. You know, can't wait to see the next one, the next video that Casual Geographic makes. And yeah, that's that. Loved the video. Found it very educational. I learned a lot from it. Sorry if I was too loud talking over some of the stuff. I just got so excited because some of the footage they be putting in these videos is so crazy. Like when they open the door. I know bears can open doors. I know raccoons can open stuff. Neither of them lions just open the door. So what's good? But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Definitely check out Casual Geographic and Tierzoo's channel. They make awesome content. And let me know what y'all thought in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching once again. Let me know if you guys like this reaction. So if you want to see more reactions on Tierzoo or Casual Geographic stuff, let me know and I'll happily oblige. Till then, I will see y'all in the next video. I'm out. Peace.